reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team out there, we are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So Clemson's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. This is a team coming out here with a lot of confidence in front of an energized home crowd coming off that win last week. But there's a challenge today against this defense.
Yeah, great defense. It's going to be really exciting to see how this one plays out. And I think you're right. I think they did gain a lot of confidence coming in now at home in front of this crowd. Magical atmosphere. They got to take advantage of it.
There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
The handoff from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. That's an important first down on that running play. The shotgun handoff here. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And the Tigers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Oregon's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game. There are guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Checks this down to the running back. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
And the Ducks offense is on the move now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After a clutch conversion on fourth down, let's see if they keep feeding the running back here. And we're going to throw now on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere for a loss of one.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Caught, completion. They stop him, but it's a first down.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Important second down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass caught. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. and it allows them to put pressure on the quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And now from the pistol formation. Play action here on first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The receiver makes the catch. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
When the defense had everything covered downfield, the quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Brooke, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
That's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop on the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Quarterback still with the football. A quick juke. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
And there's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Ducks will line up to boot it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 40. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Who makes the grab? Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Looking to pass here on second down. This time it's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their
fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. So if you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
No running with the draw play. First down and more. He's still running. Ducks are moving quickly down the field. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Murphy. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Finds an open target on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the defense wraps him up.
Boy, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Over the middle, it's Murphy. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17. The Ducks are in the red zone now. They'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Becoming a long march. Play number 10 of the drive coming up. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. The tight end has got it. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He was successful in his first attempt. This one a chip shot, 25 yards out. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Ducks will look to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback keeps the football. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Just standing there, gets hit again. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
They come up with another sack. What a unique way of being able to apply pressure. Good coverage downfield, allows the defense to be able to get after him. But back-to-back sacks, now it's third down and long, and you know they're thinking about bringing more pressure here.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quick throw, testing the middle. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
He's got a man down the middle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Warren. And the defense tackles him with what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee. Moving the football to the 25-yard line. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the completion made. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. It's a quarterback keeper. Spins away from defenders. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
And the Ducks line it up with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Handoff here from the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. And And now the running back's got it again.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And now the handoff. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Did he make it to the marker? That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A mental error by the defense sets the offense up closer now. 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run or the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Oregon, 11.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, they look to the right. He's found some room at the 45. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The receiver grabs it. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yardage.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. This is the 6th play on the drive.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Receivers are bunched together. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They pick up the first on the ground. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is
the pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Ball's loose, they scramble for it. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
That is the last thing this offense wanted to see. They're holding on to a slim lead, and they fumbled away with plenty of time for a game-winning drive going the other way.
Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Well, that's the last thing that this offense could afford to do is turn the football over to give the other side a chance at taking the lead. Now they got to hope their defense saves the day.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And test the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. Caught quickly. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another 1st down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Touchdown, Oregon. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The chance to advance in the playoff comes down to this. Offense needing a touchdown here late in the game. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with the first down.
It comes down to this in this playoff game, fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Let me tell you something, Chris. That is a great play by that defender. You're talking about one of the elite receivers with incredible speed, with space. He's got room to shake and get free and pick up more yards, but a great tackle in the open field right there to prevent it.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Taking command now in the fourth quarter, closing in a bid for the national championship game. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Trapped again in the pocket.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The pass rush closing in. Pass rush swarming him again.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out.
Looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.